Welcome to our webinar. We are going to talk today about the future of work in IT, right? What are the trends, what we are seeing, how remote collaboration is working, things like that. Remote works offers benefits and also it offers some challenges as well, right? Only 36% of employees reported increased stress versus 59% in the office workers. So remote workers feel less stressed compared to office workers because of the additional time of driving in traffic and coming back in traffic, right? 93% say work from home has positively impacted their mental health, meaning they're able to relax their mind and also able to not having to drive every day gives them additional 2 hours that they can be using that time to be with their friends and family, and also enjoy their hobbies or what you have. So which has impacted their mental health. But there's a downside to it as well. I can see the downside. 25% of fully remote employees being lonely because most people who are remote, they have no interaction with anybody, and if they never go into the office, they feel sometimes that bonding when you meet in the office, that face-to-face meeting has a huge impact in terms of how things are being delivered, how you communicate, and you build a rapport basically when you have that. And fully remote also has some disadvantages. 69% of experienced burnout due to digital overload, right? It's too much information, too quick, and then you get burned out as well. So there are some positive things about remote work, some negative things about remote work. So, depending upon type of employee that you're hiring, you can evaluate a hybrid model or a remote model or in-house office model based on your resource that you're hiring. And then if you want to be successful in this new era of remote, what are the strategies that leaders have to do? One is have an outcome-based management, right? Set a clear goals, deliverables, everything, and give autonomy to your employees. Make sure that they're delivering. Clear communication. Establish clear communication. Make sure their work hours are defined. Whenever they say they're going to lunch, they're going to lunch. Whenever they say they're working, they're online. Making sure they're responding, not avoiding any meetings, things like that, right? So clear communication about that. Right tools. You got to give right tools when somebody is remote. There are several virtual tools that are available, but some of them slows them down, not able to do their work properly. That can frustrate people, right? And then empathy and flexibility, right? So remote workers are, at different time zones, so make sure that you have empathy towards those remote workers, and also give them freedom to express themselves, and also measure their success. Make sure they're successful. If not, have a conversation with them. Okay. Not all positive things for remote work as well, right? So cybersecurity challenges. We are facing unprecedented amount of cybersecurity threats nowadays, right? So if an employee is remote and they're logging into the employer's network, they're exposing vulnerability through their system to cyber security attacks to the company. So there are 630% increase in cyber attacks. 46% of businesses at least have one cyber incident. We hear every day that our passwords have been compromised by one healthcare company, another uh, retail company, things like that. So data breach is happening almost every year, and you got to protect yourself for those data breaches as well. So 20% of organizations have reported data breaches. So these common vulnerabilities have to be addressed. So make sure the home networks are secured, the personal devices and all those things have very tight security, and provide them private network or some kind of private virtual network, so these cyber attackers don't hack into your system. So those are some of the challenges remote work brings. Um, it's not that you cannot overcome it; you just have to address one by one, right? Cybersecurity's best practices, zero trust security. So never trust anything. Make sure you have architecture which is has zero trust. Always verify. Uh, then use MFA, multiple authentication. Make sure when people log in, they have their Face ID, their biometrics, all those matches before you let them in. And then use a hard, network which is secure, right? So make sure they're encrypted, and make sure they're compliant with complex password procedures nowadays, right? And last but not least, user training. Make sure you have user training to say, hey, aware of these issues. If you're not handling them properly, then there could be a cyber attack to you and to the company. Key takeaways, right? Remote and hybrid culture is here to stay. That is given, right? This is one of the ways. This is one of the uh, uh, ways to attract talent, right? Is through hybrid or remote. Especially if nowadays with AI, whoever is an AI guru, we need to hire them, whether they're in India or US or in Europe or in any part of Asia. You need that top talent. So once you need that top talent, so you should be open to remote or hybrid culture. So definitely competitive advantage for the companies nowadays. And leverage trends, right? Use AI, edge, AR, VR, cloud innovation that's been going on, right? And people and culture matter, right? So you need to have culture, company culture, and then clearly communicate those culture to your people, and that culture has to match, right? So make sure you train the employees properly, and make sure their cyber security is top notch, right? Make sure they have zero trust principles, they have security which are compliant with WA3, WAP3, so on and so forth. So if you do that, then you'll be able to attract a good talent and keep them as well. With that, I leave it for any questions. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at Raj at orpsoftllc.com or Srinivas at versatileitsol.com into this. With that, I thank everyone for attending this webinar, and we'll be posting this in several media, so you can follow us. Thank you so much.